the news of the week with your anchorman, Dennis Miller.
Good evening, and what can I tell you? Jerry Brown and Bill Clinton waited patiently this week for Ted Koppel to ingest enough stimulants to feign interest in their campaign rhetoric. Brown won in Connecticut with common sense responses to difficult problems. Asked by workers how we would improve health care, Jerry said that while a national health care system was a must, prevention was worth a pound of cure, so zip up that fly, Scragglepuss. Brown's 13% flat tax plan has gotten fierce criticism, however. How dare he treat all Americans as equals? What the hell kind of country does he think this is, anyway? Yesterday in Philadelphia, Brown called Bill Clinton a right-to-work, union-busting, scab-inviting, wage-depressing, environmental disaster governor. When I think somebody slipped some steroids into Jerry's trail mix, huh? Primaries aren't the only thing that Bill Clinton is a bad loser at. Here we see the Arkansas governor seconds before he punched out a guy who beat him at Crazy Eights. In a recent march with Jesse Jackson in the poorest section of Connecticut, Clinton and Jerry Brown held him close and said, "He's mine. No, he's mine. He's mine." Here we, Here we see Bill Clinton holding up a newspaper as he waits for his erection to subside. And here Bill Clinton cuts a pizza and waits for his erection to subside. See, look, my erection subsided. No, really. It's completely subsided. Here is newly engaged Ted Kennedy with the most naive and gullible woman in the entire world. Senator Lloyd Bentsen scared all those on Capitol Hill this week when he went berserk and chastised those in attendance by screaming out, "You're no Jack Kennedy. Neither are you. Hey, over there, you're no Jack Kennedy. None of you are Jack Kennedy." Pat Buchanan sought advice from ex-President Nixon last week, and apparently that advice was keep smiling like the cretinous goon that you are. Nixon's starting to look like Chairman Mao. Later, Buchanan took time out of his busy and hopeless bid for the presidency to show a young girl how to draw the difficult interlocking legs of a swastika. All right, the Buchanan people, yeah. Jump on it. I care. I really care. I just don't say that I care. I really care. What do I have to do? Do I have to do something? Can't I just say I care anymore? Hey, I'm the prez. Don't you believe me? I care. Thank you. That was my reading that I did to get into the Lee Strasberg Institute. Nancy Reagan smiled broadly and clapped as she felt this was the best way to avoid having the crap beat out of her. Japanese superstar Godzilla had to be restrained at a press conference this week when reporters remarked that the veteran of over 35 films looks a lot smaller in person. Bingo! An Abkhazian soldier stands guard in Georgia right after somebody stole most of the vowels from this sign. Yahtzee! Little theme joke there. Ukrainian President Leonid Kravchuk greets his imaginary friend Libby at the CIS summit in Kiev on Friday. When asked by reporters what he and Libby were talking about, Kravchuk replied, "None of your beeswax. If we wanted you to know, we wouldn't be speaking an ubby-dubby language now, would we?" British Prime Minister John Major broke one of the cardinal rules of air travel last week when at 30,000 feet he rolled down his window and waved at a passing plane. The Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, can't hide her feelings in the wake of the recent announcement that she and Prince Andrew will separate. Neither can her mother-in-law. Fergie will now be moving back in with her mother, Alice, from the Brady Bunch. Arantxa Sanchez Vicario beat Gabriela Sabatini at the International Players Championship last week and was immediately asked to do a super glue commercial. In protest to the new film White Men Can't Jump, a forward on the University of Kentucky basketball team uses all his might to touch the bottom of the glass before yelling out the ending of the movie to everyone present. Come on, boys, let's not fight now. There are enough bowls of glutinous lard for everyone. You know, they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery unless you are the Elaine Boozler female impersonator. Didn't write it, Elaine. Not me. I'm just a hapless puppet of the regime. Year after year, nothing beats the down-home goodness of paella. Unless you're talking the wholesome gestalt of apple flapjacks. Or the Asian mystery of our old friend, soba. After years of bad food, airlines are now placing orders at drive-through windows. And next picture, tired old-fashioned whore, Mr. Blackwell, has sued Johnny Carson in a futile attempt to put some publicity into his hacky one-joke-a-year act. Good luck, Blackie. These are some protesters outside a theater showing basic instinct. Nothing like clown makeup and a leopard skin top to show how serious your cause is, huh? And finally, 2 black men who were framed for murdering a cop 17 years ago in Los Angeles were acquitted yesterday. They said their first act as free men would be to drive home very slowly. Guess what, folks? That's the news, and I am